And 1 month ago, powerful tornadoes tore through Mississippi, one of them an EF4, leaving behind destruction, heartbreak, and incredible stories of survival. In Tylertown, two massive twisters hit within the span of an hour. As residents Curtis Bush, miles away, rushed home, his worst fears were unfolding. A tornado had ripped through his family's home, ripping it off of its foundation and violently hurling his wife and teenage son more than 100 yards away from the home. They did survive, but just barely. Lying beside them in the debris was one of their beloved dogs, lifeless. But the heartbreak wasn't over. Their second dog, Linus, an 11-year-old yellow lab, was also missing. As days passed with no sign, the family reached out for help. Volunteers began searching, and nearly a mile away, a neighbor spotted a dog matching Linus's description. Later, drone operator Jason Miller was called in, and after 10 long days, Linus was found, and this was his reaction to them locating him.
Yo, that's my man. Hell yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Oh.
Come here, daddy. Neighbor.
For more on this incredible reunion, I want to bring in Curtis Bush and Jason Miller. Jason, this was such an incredible rescue, and we'll get to that in just a moment, but I do want to begin with Curtis. Curtis, take us back to this day. What was going through your mind as you were rushing home and you started to understand the magnitude of this situation?
It was the most desperate feeling you could have as a parent and as a husband to not know what their status was, not to know what the status of your home is. Just try to get to them as quick as I could.
Absolutely, and you were miles away, but you get the word that your home was impacted. You finally get to the scene, you see the destruction, and you realize that your wife and son, they did survive. But what was that moment like for you? How are they both holding up? Are they doing well as they begin their healing process?
They're healing up better every day. Every day is an improvement for both of them. My son just got a good check today from the orthopedic surgeon, so we're just keep pushing forward.
Absolutely, it's all about that resilience, and I'm glad to hear that he's doing okay so far. And then I also know that your dog was missing 10 days, and this is like a family member to you guys. What was this moment like for the family when you got the call that he was finally found?
We kind of, there was a loss of hope at one point, and it's been so long, how does he survive? And then to get the phone call that, maybe they sighted him was just an amazing feeling. And then when Jason called me that night, middle of the night, to tell me he had found him it's an unbelievable relief.
And how is Linus doing now? I'm sure he's happy to be back home with you guys.
He's doing great. He doesn't want to leave my side very much. He's right there by me every chance he gets.
Gonna hug that hip. Jason, this was such an incredible rescue. Now, I do want to take us back to locating the dog because I want to talk about maybe some challenges. This is an area that was just devastated by an EF4 tornado. How was that process of launching your drone and locating Linus?
Right off the bat, I knew it was going to be a challenge. We're actually using a thermal drone where we're looking for heat signatures. And because there's so much destruction, there's so much metal, there's concrete, there's broken trees everywhere, all those objects give heat signatures. And so I knew it was going to take a while to try to find him. And especially with the area right next to him, it was covered with some new growth pine trees. And so I was really having to fly slow and really pick it apart to look for him. And so it's great seeing the story again, because I just got chills all over again by watching this.
I can only imagine. You helped in such a remarkable reunion for this family. I want to talk about that personally. How does it feel to play such a huge role in reuniting the dog with the family and making sure he's okay in all of this rubble?
It's one of the highlights of my life, actually, because we are dog owners. We have 5 dogs. And so when I heard of their loss and how much devastation was going on, I knew that helping find Linus would bring back some hope back into their lives. And so it was everything to me. I flew over 7 hours looking for him straight. And so when I first saw him hit that screen, you actually see me break down because I knew how much this was going to mean to their family.
Absolutely, and that's such an incredible response to even be that heartfelt for a family that nearly lost everything. Curtis, I want to talk to you about that because you did lose a lot, including another dog. How has this emotional reunion helped you and your family begin to heal?
Well, he was found the day my wife got out of the hospital, so it added a little bit more special to it to be able to get him home with her, and just having him there with us. You know, we lost one of our dogs, but you know, to be able to put our family somewhat back together was a special day,
Right.
and it was all because of Jason.
Absolutely. Jason, incredible work again. I can't say it enough. I'm sure that, the Bush family is really appreciative of all your hard work. Curtis, I wish you, your wife, and your son a happy, way back to healing with this. I know this is going to be a long haul heal, but we definitely wish you guys all the best. And we want to thank you both for joining us here on Fox Weather, telling your story.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. It's good to see you, Curtis.
Good to see you, Jay.